David was not the kind of man who checked his wife's phone. He trusted her. At least, he thought he did. That night, Ada fell asleep early, her phone still playing a voice note on repeat. At first, David ignored it, but then he heard his own name. David doesn't suspect anything. His body froze. Slowly, he turned toward the phone. The room suddenly felt too quiet, too heavy. He picked it up. The voice was a man's. Soft, calm, familiar. And by the time he finds out, it will already be too late. David's hands began to shake. His heart pounded loudly in his chest. He looked at Ada, still sleeping peacefully, as if nothing was wrong, as if she wasn't hiding something dangerous. Carefully, he replayed the voice note from the beginning. This time, he listened closely. Every word, every pause. Ada, listen carefully, the voice said. Tomorrow night, make sure David eats the food before 9 p.m. David's breath stopped. Food before 9 p.m. His mind began to race. And don't worry, the voice continued. It won't kill him instantly. It will look natural, like stress or exhaustion. David staggered back. His legs felt weak. His own wife, planning his death? No, he whispered. This can't be real. But the voice note kept playing. Cold, clear, undeniable. And after that, we can finally be together. Silence. The message ended. David stood there for a long time, thinking, breathing, trying to understand. Then suddenly, Ada moved. David quickly dropped the phone back beside her and lay down, pretending to be asleep. Ada opened her eyes slowly. She picked up her phone, paused the voice note, and looked at David. For a moment, she just stared at him. Then she smiled. A small, strange smile, the kind David had never seen before. The next day felt like a dream. Ada was normal, too normal. She laughed, she cooked, she even kissed him goodbye like always. But David couldn't forget what he heard. That night, he came home early, quietly, carefully. He watched her from the doorway. Ada was in the kitchen, cooking, humming softly, like everything was fine, like she wasn't about to kill him. David stepped in. "I'm home," he said. Ada turned, smiling warmly. "Perfect timing. Dinner is almost ready." David forced a smile. His heart was racing. He sat down at the table, watching her every move, every step, every glance. Then she placed the food in front of him. "Eat," she said gently. David looked at the plate, then at her, then back at the food. This was it, the moment. Slowly, he picked up the spoon, his hand trembling. Ada watched him closely, too closely. Just as he was about to take the first bite, he stopped, dropped the spoon, and looked straight at her. I heard the voice note. Silence. Ada didn't move, didn't blink. Then slowly, she started laughing. Soft at first, then louder and louder until it became something else entirely, something terrifying. "You weren't supposed to hear that," she said. Her voice had changed, cold, David stood up quickly. "What did you do to the food?" he shouted. Ada tilted her head, smiling again. "I didn't poison the food, David." She paused, then whispered, "I poisoned you yesterday." David froze. His stomach dropped. His head began to spin. "What?" Ada stepped closer, very calm, very slow. "Remember the tea I gave you last night?" she said softly. David's eyes widened. "And the headache you complained about this morning?" She smiled. That was just the beginning. David staggered backwards, his vision blurring, his body weakening. "You see," she whispered, leaning close to his ear, "some plans don't need to wait until tomorrow." David collapsed to the floor, struggling to breathe. The last thing he saw was Ada picking up her phone, dialing someone and saying, "It's done."
Subscribe and follow. Stay tuned for next episode 2.